How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to ReWrite, where we are on the hunt to try and prove that supernatural things are real, because we need to figure out what's going on with our house. And we have a particular prize we're seeking. Well, not really, but it's on the table at least. So yeah, I think what we're going to be doing now is launching investigations and trying to prove, because if we can prove supernatural stuff exists, then we can try and get like some real solid, confident help. It's also just good to be able to do. It kind of like seems like fun anyway. So I'm guessing that's what we're here doing is Kotori, but we'll figure that out when we get there. We left off right here, so I don't really know exactly the details. Let's see, anything else that happened? I don't know, it's just goofy. Like, we just had a whole episode essentially where they launched the Occult Research Society. Like, they kind of did a relaunch of it, started a blog, had some like internet like sparring happen. It was just funny. So we're just going to continue with these adventures and see what kind of shenanigans we're going to get up to this time. So, kick back, relax, and let's get started. Hey, Kotori. Hey, come on in.
ご両親はいないんだっけか?
Yeah, typical protagonist. Yeah, it's almost like I'm living alone.
のびのび.
Yeah, it was, until recently. Depressing thoughts momentarily overtake me.
どうしたの? 暗い顔して.
Kotori passed away this morning.
誰?
A good Shinagami friend of mine. That's the second one.
もしかして疲れてる?
I'm too scared to even think about tonight.
どうしたもんやら.
I never realized how beautiful the world was during the day. Praise the sun! Praise the sun! Don't you sometimes feel like sunlight has the power to banish the darkness?
だから昼なんだよ.
It's the definition, yes. Well, you don't gotta worry about it, Kotori. Let's make some coffee.
先にこっちやっちゃいたい.
What? She points at the boxes lying by the door. Your gardening stuff? A courier delivered these this morning. Kotori orders them. My parents pay for them, and they eventually end up growing on my balcony. Aww. I guess I'll carry those to the second floor.
お願いする.
I'm not the type to shy away from some exercise. Hang on. Let's just enjoy this lovely face. She's just adorable. And so some of her stuff is promptly transported to my room. You sure buy a lot. The combined weight of all these boxes is about 50 kilograms.
またたくさん買っちまったよ.
Well, it's okay. Not like I'll be seeing any of that money either way. I did witness it once, though. The envelope Kotori received was way thicker than what I've even gotten from my allowance. I want money. I should start getting serious about my job. Without funds, there's little you can do during an emergency. I'll carry the rest up. You can wait here.
体育座りで待ってる.
I'll just sit around like I do in gym class. I return to work. Pretty cool that he trusts her so much. Well, she certainly isn't sitting around like in gym class. I spot her snooping around my room through an open doorway. The chubby girl over there, may I have your attention, please? She's not chubby!
ぽっちゃり蹴っちゃうわ. あと3年くらいかけてスーパーモデル並みにスリムになるし.
How do you figure that one? I think I'll require 3,000 hours of aerobic exercise.
芸能界デビューするよ.
Yeah? What'll be your stage name?
骨川スリム.
That sounds more like the name of an idol. Anyway, what were you looking in my room? If you're planning to open the windows while shouting out till the whole place stinks again, you know I'm prepared to have the feelings hurt this time.
違う. なんかね.
She pauses, hesitant about whether she should say it or not.
波動を感じた.
A wave? She says that while making a weird gesture with her hand. A wave, like an electromagnetic one?
そうだ.
You can feel those?
それはまたバイブレーション的な何かでもある.
Okay, just kind of a different feel then? A wave or a vibration?
両方の性質を持っているかもだ.
I mean, they're not really different? Okay, so like a vibration is like back and forth movement. It's a wave-like movement pattern, and it causes waves of like rippling effect, you know, like an earthquake. It's the earth like moving having a sudden movement, and the waves it produces, you know, like vibration is the source of waves and vice versa. That's how electromagnetics works with light. That's how sound works with like how my voice is being transmitted into an electrical signal. That electrical signal is traveling to, like, if you're listening on headphones or to your speakers, where it takes the signal and it vibrates the speaker in certain patterns and with like the proper pitches and everything to recreate the sound of my voice to you. Like, it's all waves and vibrations, so it's all the same. Yeah, I'm sorry for playing along, but this convo's getting dumb.
一言で言うと、変な気配がしたな。
Gotcha. I see. So you finally sensed it? Indeed, those are the waves of the supernatural, of a ghost, to be exact.
これがそうだと申すか。
I mean, that's the best guess I've got. My room's in a pretty bad state right now. This no longer has the protection of the Shinagami either.
部屋入ろうとしてビクってしてしまったよ。
Oh man.
これなんとかなるの？
I hope so. That's precisely what my deal with the president is all about. I texted her this morning, but she hasn't replied yet. It's like her magic trial period is over, but her servers are down, so I can neither play it again nor download the full version.
効果あったんだ。会長のマジカル。
You bet. It was amazing. Though only because of multiple overlapping coincidences.
もう。
I've got to make her come up with something now before it gets dark. Gloom overtakes me once again. I don't want to let this thing ruin my days, too. Well, let's do your gardening thing now, shall we? Maybe we can purify the evil spirit by having fun in my presence.
オッケー。小太郎くんちのベランダ、久しぶり。
Yeah, about 3 weeks.
お代金もらってるから頑張らないと。
Like, what are they paying you for, though?
この3週間、私が言った通りに世話しといてくれた？
Oh, yeah. Yep, of course. I took very good care of them.
よかった。じゃあ、今日は楽そうだね。
She's like a modern druid. We step out into the balcony.
枯れてるー
Wait, what?
私様のささやかな緑化運動が
I thought we were taking care of it.
ちゃっこい
I won't forgive the man who did this to you. Hey, which one of you bees did it? Step forward. I'll break your skull.
あんたです。
I saw fist press it against my face. I'm sorry.
全滅やんけ。
I know, it's inexcusable. But hear me out first. I did my best to take care of them, I swear. I mean, the garden was a result of your blood, sweat, and tears. I couldn't allow it to perish on my watch.
根絶やしになってる。暴君か、独裁者ばりの手際で。
So I supplied your garden with lots of love, water, and nutrients.
そっちは今、栄養剤と申したか。そういうのは難しいから、置いていかなかったんだけど。
I saw something while I was passing by a gardening store. They were on sale and stuff. I bought as much as I could carry. And then I figured the more plants got, the better, right? Oh no, come on.
ほら
I knew she'd be upset.
ー栄養の与えすぎが原因です。
It never even occurred to me they'd die from it. I mean, think about it though. It's like food for them, right? I mean, it's like, so yeah, sure, like people need food to live and it's good to give high quality food to live, but you could have, like, if you take like the best Wagyu beef steaks and you made someone eat like 50 pounds of them a day for a week, they'd die. It doesn't matter how good the meat is.
栄養も愛情も与えすぎはダメ。
Ooh, very wise. Love too?
そう。
I'm not sure I agree. About love, I mean.
今はドライでクールなのが流行りなの。
Is that how you should, like, is coolness like a factor of love? Weird. We end up having to replant the entire garden from scratch. Sorry, you're gonna have to work the rest of the day because of me.
仕方ないよ。大量に買い込んで正解だった。小太郎くんは手伝わないでいいから、下行ってコーヒー入れといて。
But what if we want to help? Okay, in that case, I'll make you the best coffee you've ever had.
さて、大仕事だね、こりゃ。
Kotori rolls off her sleeves, looking like she's enjoying herself all the same. I take my time making us coffee. Luckily, my house is never short on tasty snacks. Hey, coffee's ready!
もらう
But she doesn't seem to be coming downstairs. I place the coffee cups on the tray and head up. How's it going?
まだ序の口。
I find her stuffing my withered plants into a garbage bag.
土も取っ替えないとあかんの。土は自分でブレンドしなきゃ。
You sure are giving it all your all. That's exactly why we have you as the household gardener.
ふへへ。
Doesn't seem like she objects to that title.
休憩しよっと。
She returns to my room and takes a sip of coffee. You know, I didn't even realize they'd all died.
道理でハーブ効果がないはずだ。
You said they should have helped me with relieving stress or something?
さ、おのおによく聞くちょめちょめ成分がね。
Interesting. Feel like I'd rather not know the details.
このクッキー、おいしいね。
I bought them at the bakery nearby. Only about 15 calories in each one, apparently.
素敵だよ。
They don't have much of a taste of by themselves, but they're great with blueberry jam.
幸せだよ。
Aww. For the jam amounts to more calories than the actual cookie. But she looks happy that I could bring myself to say it out loud.
ところで気になってたんだけど。
Huh?
この紙切れ、何？
That's the valiant remnants of my defenders. She picks up a scrap from my desk. That's Kotori. He was a dear friend. Dear enough to make me tear up from the memory alone. He sacrificed his life to protect me.
なんだろう。全然わからない話になってる。
I'd like to think that the evil spirit gave up after 3 days, but...
その霊ってさ、どうして小太郎くんのところに来るんだろう。
Heck if I know. I have absolutely no idea. But that's how spirits are, aren't they? They just choose whoever happens to be closest to them at the moment? Her expression grows serious.
ねえ、それって本当に霊なのかな？
Huh?
本当によくある怨霊とかなのかな？
Well, no, but what else could it be? What do you mean? What else could it be? Yeah, exactly.
それはわからないけど。ごめん、忘れて。
Okay, well, I'd like to know what you think. It's okay. I'll just have to ask the president about what to do next.
そうだね。この式紙を持っていた会長さんなら何か手はあるはずだよね。
Would you like more coffee?
ごちそうさま。続きするよ。
You sure you don't need my help? Aww. She gives me a broad smile.
小太郎くん、邪魔だから。
Hey. But... She's so happy.
ハートの
Kotori continues her work in high spirits. I have nothing else to do but sit in the corner hugging my knees. Jeez. Are you doing okay, man? For lunch, I order us pizza. My parents left me some extra money to entertain guests with. It shouldn't hurt my finances, even if we order sushi or something. The money they left actually dwarfs my entire allowance for the month. It takes until around 3 in the afternoon for my balcony to start looking nice again. So, okay. Is pizza common in Japan? I always got the impression that pizza was not a big thing there. I mean, obviously it's there, but, like, for instance, like, I guess maybe it is, because, like, there was that really funny Hatsune Miku, like, Domino's ad that, like, went around that was really, really weird and cringy and hilarious. So, yeah, they must have it, but I don't know. I guess I've gotten used to, like, East Coast pizza, you know, Boston, New York, just Jersey in general, just a lot of good pizza around. Seems spacious. It was all green before, but all those plants have been replaced by soil.
生育早いのばっかりだからすぐ賑やかになるよ。今回のは自信作だね。
Well, you are very good with plants. Mom was praising you a while back. My mother used to take care of the garden before. She was terrible at it. Our yard usually looked like a jungle or a desert. Same. My mother was pretty up to date with the environmental issues and liked nature, but whether or not she could take care of it was a different story. After all, no one taught you how to take care of a garden at conferences or symposiums. And so she hired Kotori to take care of everything in her stead. It only took a few weeks for her to transform the garden into something amazing. Gardening is Kotori's secret ultimate skill, but there are very few opportunities for her to unleash it at school. I've always thought that was a little unfortunate. Yeah, that's the real crappy thing about, like, standardized education. Like, it's really good and important and absolutely needs to be better supported. But there's more to life than just the skills that you learn at school. It provides a great foundation, but sometimes we get so caught up in what academia is defined as, we forget that there's a lot more to life and skill sets and like being able to make a difference and being able to make an impact and be successful than just getting good grades. I think it's fairly common for a lot of successful startup businessmen to be people and women to be people who didn't go all the way through school or dropped out, like that they pursued opportunities and passion rather than following it through all the way through education. And they can still be fantastically successful because like the skills that are needed to run like a business like that don't have to come from education. They can come from there, and there's a lot of benefit to it, but like your skill sets aren't limited. And that's something I've been having to try and teach myself. And still, I struggle with this because I always assumed I was going to be in school and be successful at it because I always had been. And so when I tried going back and it really wasn't successful and I kind of like found myself just adrift, I still am. I'm trying to figure out what to do with myself. I've got ideas I'm working for and I want to like make some progress and make some real, like have projects that mature and become something bigger and something like tangible. Like I'm working on it, but it takes time, it takes effort, and like, I don't know if I've got what it takes, but I do think that there are skills out there that are worthwhile, that there are things that only we can do. And I would like to think that this channel is one of them. Is it ever going to be something I can make into a full-time career? Probably not. I'd love that to happen, and I want to try and improve myself and make content enough and make it exciting enough that it could eventually become that. But I'm also like not going to try and, like assume or try and like make decisions, like life-altering decisions about like assuming that that's going to be the case. But I do think that my channel does provide something. Maybe not truly unique, but even in the sphere of other channels that cover content in a similar way to me, I like to think that I have my own flair and stamp of authenticity and just flavor, that I hope that I can be a channel that you come to and find a good place and want to come back, and that it's something that adds value to the content that I get to cover. Because it's like, I get to share these wonderful stories, and I want to make sure I do something more than just show the game. Like, I want this to be an adventure we share together. And I really enjoy it, and it comes really naturally to me. Like, so I was surprised at how easy it was for me to start getting into this stuff, and I keep pushing myself and learning more. I've recently been tweaking how I do my audio. I think I've actually found some really good like audio effects and like how to actually use them properly. And so I think that my audio has improved in just the past few weeks. It's a passionate project. It's about like what I love and about being able to share these stories with you all. So thank you for letting me do that.
リトルフォレスト42号
42? She named it. Wasn't the last one number 40?
小太郎くんが滅ぼしたのは
Well,
39号だよ。
oh, that just means she's been doing other ones. I'm sorry.
あちこちで新作を作ってるから数字は飛んでる。
Oh, okay.
この42号はちょっと新機軸でね。
I'm not sure I want to hear this. Oh, come on! It sounds cool. I feel like the information might be bad for my health. Let me remain an unaffiliated third party, please.
そんなわけで、あまり人には見せびらかさない方がいいな。特に10年後とかには。
Why specifically that? I don't think anyone but me will have the chance to see it anyway. Kotori is the only person who ever comes to my house.
ならよかったさ。
Maybe me destroying the old one was a blessing in disguise.
今度はすごいよ。多機能。眼性疲労鼻炎、喉荒れ、口内炎、花粉症や風邪などに伴うくしゃみなどの諸症状の緩和。
Holy crap! Can I have this garden?
ニキビ、霜焼け、水虫、頭痛、生理痛、腰痛、不眠、消化不良、むくみ。
Holy crap! You're not just saying everything that comes to mind, are you?
交通安全、家内安全、金融、将来、商売、繁盛。
Okay. I'm pretty sure only God could affect those things.
マックスに育てば、それだけの効果が。
And how long will that take?
1000年後くらい？
Yeah, okay. Great. I instantly lose all interest.
金運将来が難しいんだよね。どうやっても効果を得るのに800年くらいかかる。
This is the joke, right? You're pulling my leg, right? Like, how would you know?
そのあたりを解決したら、リトルフォレストシステムは億単位で売れる。
Okay, so she only has all. Wonder what this problem is. You're not hearing the weird voices in your head or anything, right? If you are, you should get that looked at immediately.
植物様のパワーを信じておらぬな。1000年後に吠え面書くよ。
That's true. I'd be happy just to sit around till then.
とにかくね、ちょっと寂しいけど、時間が経つと格好つくと思うから、メンテナンスは私がやるから。
She's really onto something. Like she's acting like it's playing it off as being silly, but seriously, like I want to know what her secret is and what, like, also what's the little thing holding her back? Because that sounds like a really impressive thing.
どうしてもって時だけ、指示したことだけやってくれる？
Please do.
小太郎くん、下手くそだから。
Yeah, I won't try anything special this time. Feel like I'd basically turned into a baby if I let her spoil me any further. I've got to thank you somehow.
いいってことよ。
I'll take you somewhere nice, awesome sometime. Sound good?
どこに連れて行く気？
What? Why are you acting all cautious?
小太郎くん、前もこういう流れの時に
What?
ラブホテルって言った。
No!
そういう不死だらな冗談。
Hey, you're kind of scaring me here.
ちゃんとした場所ならお付き合いするよ。
What's your definition of proper? Kotori, did he really try that? A high-class Italian restaurant or something?
ズイアスコとか。
Jasco? Is that a gas station? That's not very high class.
ズイアスコ好き。毎日がお客様シェイシェイで。
I could take you to a place like that any day.
じゃあそれで。
It doesn't sound like she's interested in going anywhere else. We'll go sometime soon. At the very least, Kotori isn't high maintenance. She's adorable. After that, we'll talk until the sun begins to set.
じゃあね。バイバイ。
Aw, don't say bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you at school.
勉強しろよ。
Kotori leaves, wearing an expression that says she's had a fulfilling day. Well, that's something. All right, nighttime, bring it on, demon. Well, it's time for the battle, for the battle is nigh. I never received a reply from the callous woman, not that I expected one in the first place. Therefore, I prepared something else for tonight. A new friend. My very own handmade Shikigami. I had googled how to make it. You can find anything on the internet these days. It's a sea of knowledge with not a single drop of falsehood contained within. Absolutely none whatsoever. I'll get through tonight with your help. My fate is in your hands, Johnson. Gah! It doesn't work. Oh no. Oh boy, what happened? Okay, we're not dead, I think. Not many people around today. Is everyone skipping school or something? Or are we like super late? The main doors are locked when I arrive. Today's a holiday! I finally remember. Oh, this sucks! My blunder feels beyond embarrassing. Good thing no one is around to witness it. Wasted my precious free time. Guess I'd better head home. I turn around to leave. Oh, sup, bro? And see him. It's you, Wolf, the mad dog!
そんな奇烈な呼ばれ方されたことねえ。撲殺されてか。
Did you know today's a holiday?
何？宣告ご承知だぜ。
Then why are you wearing your uniform?
学校に来るのに制服着て何が悪い。そして俺がなぜ休日と知りつつ。
Starting to sound like a little forced, my friend.
そいつはてめえには関係ねえ話。
You forgot it was a holiday, didn't you?
叫んな。別件で来たに過ぎね
え。You're lying.
嘘じゃねえ。あんまふざけたこと抜かすと、地面にキスすることになるぜ。
No, there's no other explanation. You definitely came here by mistake. You silly goose. His fist collides with my stomach. Ugh! A tiny typhoon sweeps through my belly, knocking the wind out of me. For a moment, I feel like returning the favor, but I held myself back. Bullying isn't cool, Yoshino.
ち
Thankfully, he didn't follow up with the combo hit. Yoshino turns his back to me. What you doing?
別に何もしね
You did come here by mistake, didn't you? His back tells me more than his words. It says, I forgot today was a holiday, but I'm too embarrassed to admit it. I decided to follow him. So, this is how school looks from holidays, huh?
え当然って面してついてくんな
But I want to go home too.
てめえだって勘違いしてたんじゃちどうだっていい
Now that I think about it, exams start tomorrow.
ち
Got any studying done? Well, he just acted the same as usual. I'd be disappointed if he answered me in any other way. Dang, so many things happened lately, I totally forgot to study myself. Might be in real trouble this time. Yoshino suddenly changes course. I follow him, of course.
おい
Hmm?
玄関はあっちだ
You're going to the bathroom, right? I'll keep you company. No, that's against bro code.
付き合うな帰れ
Not a soul around, huh?
だから帰れてめえ
Dude, I'll do that after I relieve myself, okay?
ち減らず口野郎が
He briskly continues down the corridor, ignoring me all the while. We relieve ourselves in the bathroom. I expected him to head to the exit after that, but Yoshino suddenly takes another unexpected turn. That leads to the seniors floor. Not your favorite beef bowl establishment.
あの牛丼屋は俺の家じゃねえバカがこっちに用事があるだけだてめえには関係ねえ用事がな
Ooh, you meeting a girl? That sounds interesting. I decide to keep following him.
け
How many exams do we have tomorrow? 3? 4? Dang. Did you study at all? I haven't even opened a textbook the past few days.
黙れ
I've given my all today. I could probably cover one subject at least. I'll have to trust my memory for the others. Man, this isn't good. I might end up having to take 6 makeup tests this time. Talk about a bad ending, right? Maybe I can push myself to the limit and cover 2 subjects tonight? I think I can make it if only I get 3 hours of sleep. But then we've got more exams the day after tomorrow, so if I wear myself out on the first day...
今すぐ帰って勉強始めりゃいい
Thank you for finally reacting. I already thought about that, in fact. But then I realized that there are things that I can only do right now, you know?
ねえな帰ることくらいだとっとと帰ってすぐに俺を
But
一人に
it's
しろ
so fun! I can't sacrifice all my youth studying. I need adventure in my life. Adventure, yes, a quest! I want to do a quest this whole time. It took me a while to realize it. And once I do, it's an irresistible lust for adventure and say it instantly fills my body and soul.
安心しろやタコ俺が近いうちにてめえを討伐するクエストに出てやる
Seriously? That sounds like fun.
本気で口の減らねえ
I'm sorry, I'm just a little bright Latin boy. What? I'm just a bright Latin boy? What is that supposed to mean?
どこがだ半端もんだよてめえは何者でもねえ
That wasn't very nice. We continue down the corridor in silence. Neither of us is the sort of person who could admit defeat. Neither of us is the sort who can bear to stop moving at our own pace. And neither of us can allow others to see us down on the ground. That's why we've always walked parallel paths. It's like we're on a journey with no end in sight. Oh. Oh my gosh, there's like stuff here. Okay. So... Alright, let's see if I can zoom around a bit. There's a lot of stuff going on here today. Alright, let's see. Nothing here. Nothing of interest. Yoshino continues down the corridor. I continue to follow after him. But soon I see a weird life form clinging to the wall. Ugh. It looks somewhat like an insect. At first I almost screamed thinking it's a giant cockroach, but after looking more closely I realized it looks more like a rhinoceros beetle. Yoshino passes without it noticing it. A rhinoceros beetle? This time of year? This time of day? Impossible. It looks similar, but it definitely isn't a rhinoceros beetle. Horns are growing in all the wrong places. With 5 of them on its head, it looks even more fiendish than usual. Whoa, this might be even cooler than a Hercules beetle. It stimulates my boyish heart. I can't stop myself from reaching out my hand. However, whoosh. What? The weird insect moves behind me so quickly it leaves an after image. Impossible, that was too fast for me even to see. The insect's body shakes as though it's laughing at me. You're letting your guard down, beetle. Whoosh! It passes through my fingers as I move to grab it. A strong blow to my forehead makes my head fly back. Gah! Did it just ram me? That was quite a blow. Can't believe an insect's capable of that. Might have discovered a new species. I flew somewhere while I was talking to myself. It would have been cool if I could have caught it, but it's way too fast for that.
甘いな兄ちゃん。スクモンは素手じゃ絶対に捕まえられないぜ。
Sukuman? I remember you.
これをやるよ。これでないとダメさ。
The kid hands me an automatic pistol toy.
市販の鳥間違いさ。そいつでゲットしてカゴに入れるんだよ。
And what do I do with it once I catch it?
まだ分かってないのかい？しょうがない兄ちゃんだな。
The kid pats his bulging pocket. Excuse me?
おっと、今夜は伝説のスクモンが出るかもしれない日なんだ。こうしちゃいられない。
The kid leaves. This school's full of secrets. And weirdos. There's nothing of interest in school on a holiday.
自主勉強のため学校は休み中でも開放されているんだ。
That makes sense.
今日は祝日、部活も休みよ。
明日から中間テストだ。勉強しなきゃ。
Yeah. As it happens, I discovered a clue earlier from one of the 7 wonders in this area. I can rub it into Inoue's face if I uncover the truth of those. I pull the clue out of my pocket and check it one more time with Yoshino isn't looking. Wonder number 5. The number of stairs changes at night. Could something like that really happen? I try climbing the stairs just to get the feel for him. If my memory is correct, all the staircases consist of just 12 steps. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. Impossible. I stand on the 13th step, which shouldn't exist. Ah! Or so I thought, but it was just a wooden plank lying on top of the stairs. The heck is this? It makes no sense. I kick it out of the way. There was a place right in front of the stairs, right where the 13th step would have been. Confused, I investigate the wall by the stair and find another piece of wood leaning vertically against it. I don't know what they're for, but I find a bunch more left leaning against the walls and landing at the stairs. In other words, someone would place them against the wall in the morning. They'd fall by night. Whoever climbing the stairs at night experiences the 13th step. Rinse and repeat. Legend. That's a bit forced. Nevertheless, it's the truth. I promptly jot down my report. To whom should I send this? So Akane or Inoue? I would say Akane, just because well, I don't know. Who should I send this to? Akane would just be like, well, of course, that's the explanation. And Inoue would be like, well, of course, it doesn't really matter either way. Akane. I get a response from the president after only a few moments.
くだらない。そしてとても超能力を証明するには程遠いわね。
Well, that's why I'm sending it to you. Right, I have to prove the supernatural, not debunk it. You failed to gain any evaluation points from Akane. The one it's cleared! Alright, person who looks familiar stands in the corridor, but I'm not sure if I really want to know them or not. Could have sworn I saw this guy somewhere before. Is that the bathroom guy? But I simply can't remember where. Everyone has those moments where they aren't sure if they recognize another person or not. Oh, like every day. He probably is a teacher since he's wearing a suit. The fact that Yoshino kept away from him pretty much proves it too. He hates few things more than talking to teachers. But what does he teach? I can't remember the subject. And I have no idea, but he kind of started blinking in the air as I approach him. Almost as though he's unstable hologram or something. I think I could kind of see through you.
何?
A strange person grits his teeth. And then he stops flickering, his body returning to normal. What was that?
今更なことを言ってくれるな。天王寺。
You know my name.
知っている。なぜなら、
Okay.
私は副担任だからな。
Huh? After thinking, I do remember there being someone like that. Vice homeroom teachers have little to do with the actual homeroom teachers that are around, so I totally forgot about him. I'm sorry, I forgot about you.
いや、構わんさ。
Is that so?
最近、他の生徒や同僚教師たちからも、
よく消えかかっていると指摘されることが増えてな。
Wait, more than usual? You really did almost disappear on me there.
存在感が薄すぎて、存在までも消えかかっていたのだろう。
Oh, interesting. That doesn't really happen in the real world, does it?
誰からも認識されないなら、いないも同然だ。
Okay, a little much, Schrodinger. Please hold on, Mr. Never too late to make your personality more memorable.
親からも、お前って本当にステルス性が高いのね、と言わしめた私に、濃いキャラなど無理さ。
That's really sad. You have my promise, I'll never forget you.
天王寺。私を気にしてくれるのか。
Well, you taught me a lot of things. I made that up on the spot.
天王寺。先生、テンションアップの兆しが見えてきたぞ。生まれて初めて、一発ギャグを口にしたいと思うほどにな。
Bring it on. You're really gonna do it?
行かせてもらう。
The teacher focuses all his inner energy and takes a stance in which he can unleash it all in a single burst.
先生だけど、僕って。
That's enough. I stop him.
なぜ止めた？
I silently shake my head. In no way could that joke have ended well. A gag that lame might have caused a blizzard to descend upon us. I'm really concerned about you. That's the most I can muster.
そこまで私のことを心配してくれるとは。教師になってよかった。
There, there.
一発ギャグは不発だったが、私は嬉しい。
Peach. We gaze at each other for a few long moments. You become friends with a vice homeroom teacher whose name we don't know. Mi amigo! I said there's nothing here. Oh no, wait, there actually is a clue. You've received clue wonder number 3, Beethoven's secret. Is that like recorded somewhere? Like, that's achievements. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's everything on the floor.
ここは4階。3年生の階よ。
You know, everyone's going out of their way to say a word or two to us, even though we're just passing by. You think the seniors are just naturally inclined to look out for their juniors?
本気で知るか。
Maybe your sense of duty increases as you advance in years. Unlike the first and second years, some of our seniors actually still came to school today to do some extra studying. I guess they're in a tight spot with more exams later on and so on.
てめえはクズみてえに気が抜けすぎだな。
I'm the kind of guy who only unleashes his true potential at the last moment.
俺の最も嫌いなタイプだ。
The protagonist, not the protagonist, oh gosh, what is it called when you put something off to the last minute? Procrastinator, not protagonist, procrastinator. Oh?
感心するとでも思ったか、バカが。
Well, guess it's easier to empathize with those that work hard from the beginning.
普段抜けたふりをするなんざ、人を見下してる奴のすることだ。そいつが人を見下していることを自覚してりゃいいさ。筋は通ってら。気に食わねえが、だが大概は否定しやがる。そんなことはありません。見下してなんかいませんってな。俺はそういううさんくさい野郎は信用しねえし、つるもうとも思わねえ。誰のことだか分かってるな。
No, have you ever heard of the saying like, the wise hawk hides its talons or something?
自分のことを高呼ばわりとは恐れ入るぜ。そこまで慢心してる分際で、人を見下してることは隠すのか。
I feel like you had a point.
本音隠してヘラヘラしやがって。イカポッポ野郎が。
That's an interesting insult. Squid monster, that's a new one. Look, I'm not exactly proud of how I act either, but...
ほう。反省なんて上等なことができんのか。
Hey, that's still part of who I am, you know? It's not like my actual behavior would change if I suddenly became more honest.
本気で言ってんのか。
Of course. Yoshino glares directly at me. What?
てめえからは、何のソウルも感じねえんだよ。見事なまでに表層的なところではしゃいでる野郎だぜ。
Basically, Yoshino hates lies. In which case, it's only natural for him to hate me too. I do everything half-heartedly, that much is true. I myself am more than aware of that fact. Which is why I'm both jealous and respectful of those who can live with sincerity. The real thing is much too bright for my eyes. I'm a fake, an imitation, an imposter. I do look at others from a distance, and I can't deny that leads me to become somewhat of a sycophant. But I have no choice, the only thing supporting my cheerful facade. However, that cheerfulness also gives a false impression of confidence, which in turn makes it look like I'm placing myself above others. So, is that what he means by looking down on everyone? Genuine relationships are hard. They aren't really a thing that a jester like myself is suited for. In fact, they're just plain awkward. I can't put that effort in, no matter what. I only leads to me overwhelming anyone I talk to and dragging them down. As such, I'll have to suppress myself to treat him with as much sincerity as I can muster. That's the best and safest attitude I can take around Yoshino. So is that why he calls me arrogant? Dang it, I don't know. Yoshino,
黙れ殺すぞ
what is youth?
あ
How do you think a person should live?
わかんねえぞ
You keep saying I should be honest and take things seriously, but what kind of youth is that serious youth of yours?
てめえの人生だろてめえで考えろ
I'm asking because I can't find the answer no matter how hard I think. Surely you know with everything you just said.
上等こきやがる青春だ
He clicks his tongue in an irritated fashion.
知るかいちいち考えることじゃねえ
So your answer is to abandon thought altogether.
打算なんざいらねえんだ
That sounds like a fastest way to start screwing things up.
ああ
He seizes me by the collar. You only end up running things for yourself, rooting things for yourself by being so honest all the time.
だったらそこまでのことだろ
You're full of it.
あ
I ball my hands into fists. I've at least got the right to live a normal life, don't I? I've got the right to use my brain and avoid ruining myself, right? I punch Yoshino in the stomach. Fetch! I make sure to hold back so as not to damage any internal organs. He falls to his knees, but his hand remains on my collar. It's because of this determination of his that I...
畜生がこれだけの力を持ちながらてめえ
What good is strength? Not worth anything at all. I just want to live like a normal person. I don't want strength to define my life. All those special people unleash their true strength, save the world or whatever, then always end up all alone. I don't want any gosh darn part of that. Don't decide my life for me. Yoshino slowly rises to his feet. He gives me a seething glare, but instead of hitting me back, he begins walking away in silence. I follow him. Eventually, he parts his lips.
俺は
Huh?
俺だけは本気のやつを
You won't turn to face me. But I can't read his expression. He never finishes his thought. We continue walking to the dead silent corridor. Okay, well that got intense. No!
Oi!
Ah! I misclicked! I was just trying to scroll! Fetch! Can I like... Hang on. Let me do a safety save and see if this will work. Okay. That's not too bad. Okay, we're back. And I managed to... So, like, what I did is I was scrolling to, like, explore this hallway. And I clicked the arrow at the end. So this time I'm just going to take it because we're heading, obviously, to the end of the hallway. So I'm going to just, like, click on these as we go. It's locked. The door won't even budge. That's kind of creepy. This is a corridor. I remember it being pretty long, but was it always this long? That's all. Dang it! It wasn't even that big a deal then.
おい天王寺あれだけ人にまとわりついておいて自分の時は無視か
Oh, my bad. I was lost in thought. What is it? Who broke your heart this time? You always have my shoulder to cry on.
恋の相談じゃねえよここはどこだ
School?
だから学校のどこだ
What do you mean? Where, it looks like a very generic corridor. Sunlight filtering through the window gently warms the air inside.
迷っちまったようだな
Well, this is a pretty big building. We should find our way back if we go down to the first floor.
さっきから探しちゃいるが階段をとんと見ね
What have we stumbled into this time?
えで今さっきあんなものを見つけた
Yoshino points at a sign on the wall of the corridor. 6th floor. What? What? How?
俺たちはいつ4階から6階に移動したんだ？
Maybe we unconsciously climbed the stairs while we were talking?
いや、記憶にはねえぞ。
So the school does have a 6th floor.
こんがらがってきやがった。天王寺、今度はそっちが先に行け。出口まではどんなくだらねえ話にも付き合ってやるから、とっとと俺を帰らせろ。
Okay. I think it's called Mappy. This calls for Mappy. I should be able to escape any dungeon as long as I have that at my disposal. Whether it's Shinjuku Station or Witty Umada, not even the most labyrinthian of mazes can intimidate me. I fiddled my phone and boot up the Mappy app. It isn't working. Huh?
どうした？
My phone's not getting a signal.
俺のもだ。
Oh, are we in that gray world again?
校内で使えないなんて初めてだな。
Well, Mappy doesn't really need a signal, so it should be okay. Maps your path automatically as you carry your phone around. That simplicity might have saved our butts. Or so I hope, anyway. Your objective has changed to escape from the school. Okay. Oh my gosh, it just keeps going.
おい、
What is it?
いつまで歩かせやがる。
We're almost there, buddy.
ノーバディだ。
You might want to rephrase that.
要はてめえも迷ってるってことだな。
No, I just can't reach our destination no matter how far I walk.
迷ってるじゃねえか。
What's up with this building?
知らねえ。こっちが聞きたいもんだ。でかい建物だってことは分かっちゃいたが、これほどだったか。
This is definitely very strange. I literally broke out in a sweat as we walked. Kotori would be making jokes about being moist with sweat right about now.
そういうことを言いそうな女芸人なら俺も知っているがな。そうか。あいつはそういうことを言うタイプか。
You got a problem with that?
なんでもねえさ。それより迷路だ。階段もないと来た。こいつはおかしいぞ。
This corridor just goes on without end. Wait, could this be... This happened to me before. Have we truly only wandered into a part of the school building where we weren't familiar with? I've got a bad feeling about this. Real bad. Mappy just says that we've been walking in a straight line. I've never seen a map like this except in tunnels and stuff. This isn't normal, that's for sure.
教室に入ってみるか。
Yeah. Not like I expected to find anyone inside. Yoshino walks straight over to the window and looks out of it.
見えねえな。
Huh? He gestures for me to look for myself. Let's see. Oh, what's this? White everywhere out there.
霧のようなものが覆っているな。
This window doesn't open.
ああ。はめ殺しってわけでもないのに開かない。なんだこの教室は。
Well, we were looking for supernatural. I think we found it. Almost feels like the glass is glued in place. Or as if the window itself is just painted on the wall. This glass doesn't feel much like glass to me. I touch it, but the texture feels more like that of rock. Maybe we can't figure out what's going on inside if we break it? I think it's time for our resident hoodlum to take the spotlight, Yoshino.
ヤンキーになったつもりはねえな。それに、学校で余計な波風は立てるつもりはねえよ。やりたきゃ自分でやれ。
Alright. I don't think that's a good idea to shatter glasses high up. We could seriously hurt someone if they're walking below us. You'd have to be a professional hoodlum to not get expelled for something like that.
ヤンキーがやったって同じだ。
Give me a second.
ちょっと、
Oh, hey, that's what he said. He leaves the classroom and then returns.
両隣の教室も同じだった。
I see. Where do you think this is going?
さてな、夢でも見てるのか、あるいは化かされてるのか。
Huh? Who'd do such a thing?
見当もつかねえな。タヌキか、花子か、あるいは音楽室の目が動くモーツァルトか。
Tanuki kinda get. Hanako? Who's Hanako? Hanako. Wow, we wandered into a legit urban legend before we realized it. I should write an article about this. If we manage to escape.
面倒だ。引き返すぞ。
Yeah, this might be a good idea. He also should document it, like take pictures, something. Also, in a hallway like this, I would like if I had a pen or something, I would start like drawing marks on the wall and see if like we end up if we're going in like a circle or something.
気に食わねえ場所だ。まるで校舎のコピーみてえな場所だ。
Yeah, it's weird.
どんなもんかわからないが、一つだけ言える。偽物だぜ。
Fake, huh? We turned back. So we're trying to go back the other way. I pause in front of a certain room. There's a piece of paper attached to the door. Here again. Unfortunately, I have yet to prepare a new joke. I turn to the man walking beside me. Yoshino, look at this.
なんだ。
He glances at the door. The irritation in his voice is obvious. I press my finger against the line I want him to see.
ギグ練習場だと。
A gig. A low-scale live concert. The world has a passionate, radical ring to it. Like decapitating a rooster on stage kind of radical. Yoshino looks like the type who enjoys hard music like that. I knew he'd react to the word. In short, those who train here later go on to have night gigs. A secret gig in school in the middle of the night? That's not a stunt for the faint-hearted. I can already see him getting excited. The idea most definitely stimulates something inside him.
よしな。そう煽るんじゃねえ。血を見ることになっちまうぜ。
Are you going to let this chance slip by, Yoshino? You of all people?
この学校にそんな血生臭い秘密が隠されていたとはな。いいぜ。どんなもんか確かめてやる。
He, without a doubt, possesses enough power to take revenge for me. We can definitely expect a high score with this one. Yoshino places a hand on the doorknob, flexing his shoulders. With his attention fully focused on the room beyond, I finally remove my finger from the piece of paper. Gag training grounds. Yes, we've returned to this place. I followed Yoshino into the room.
誰もいねえようだな。
A machine will do it, to be precise. It's pretty hard to please.
そういうことか。お
Do you have experience with gigs?
さあな。俺はいつも俺自身をやっているだけさ。だが、周りの連中が勝手に騒ぎ上がるのさ。鬱陶しいったらないぜ。
Huh. It doesn't look like he's particularly tormented by it, though. Even though your passion might not be enough to impress this machine, Yoshino.
素人は離れてろ。爆風に焼かれたくなかったらな。
Ooh. Ooh, that one was a cringy one. I leave everything in your hands. And now, Yoshino's solo live performance. It all begins with a kind of poem.
トガにきしむ古傷。暗い暗いクライム。
Cry, cry, cry. He just said cry 3 times.
俺は命を守らねえ。いつでも投げ捨てられるよ。死の形に臆するな。ハートビートヒート。俺は生きた熱気。
Oh,
悲しみ濡れる闇の食材。
okay.
食い下がれ。拳で殴れるものだけが真実だ。食らいつけ。血の味だけが唯一だ。俺は誰にも救われねえ。愛で汚すな。情で落とすな。すべてをなくした。そこが始まり。
Yoshino raises his fist to the ceiling, thereby entering the Yoshino stance, signaling the end of his performance. I have no words. I know that if I so much as open my mouth, I'll explode in laughter. But I also know that I'll piss him off beyond belief. He'd never speak to me again. This is one moment I have to contain myself. But the world we inhabit is far too cruel. Seeing big neon numbers light up the wall, like in a karaoke box. 95 points. I managed to cover my mouth in time.
ただいまのギャグは95点。
Oh, right,
This
this room.
95か。
Thankfully, the awkward sounding voice over the machine makes it unclear whether it said gag or gig.
素晴らしい申し分のないギャグでした。
よしな。褒め言葉は魂をぬるくしちゃ。
もはや神のセンスです。ブラボー。あなたは今すぐにでもプロのステージに上がるべきです。
俺は一対の翼。重さのない漆黒の羽だ。義務なんて重いものは
あなたの時代が来ますよ。その時を待っています。
Oh my gosh. I can't hold it on any longer. I run back to the corridor. Then the restroom where I lock myself in one of the stalls and explode in deafening laughter. I laughed so hard a tear streamed down my face. As the wave of laughter finally subsides, I return to the corridor and find Yoshino waiting for me with a proud smirk on his face.
遅い。
Whew.
Oh.
I desperately hold myself back from exploding in laughter again. It's nothing.
おかしな野郎だ。俺はもう行かせてもらう。てめえは勝手にしな。
Uh-huh. That's probably his way of telling me to hurry. I can tell he's in a really good mood. He would never wait for me under normal circumstances. So this is how a friendship develops. I spent some quality time with Yoshino. Alright, so that was that interesting event. Shh, shh. Two of us continue walking in silence. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. How long did we walk to get here again? It should have been the same distance both here and back, but it feels way too long. I check my phone to see an alert message saying it can't access the server for displaying the time of day. It's supposed to do that automatically. I've never seen that happen before. Yoshino, check your phone.
こいつは電波が途絶してるようだな。
Or it might be us who's blocked.
どういう意味だ？
You know, like they say, we might have been spirited away. Like when a person randomly disappears and never comes back.
ざけんな。
I wish I was joking. After all, this is the second time for me. Yeah. I remember something curious I heard about the freshmen the other day. The army of uniformed old men.
何？
Yoshino turns back to me. There's a rumor that old men in uniforms meet up in this school.
聞いたことがある。
Really?
ああ、嘘はつかね
And so Yoshino begins talking about a certain rumor pervading these halls.
え。そいつらは夜間学部の生徒だ。
We have a night school here?
公表はされちゃいねえ。募集もな。だが、なぜか噂だけは伝わってる。
That seems creepy. You're saying these old men might be studying here right now?
噂では、普通よりもずっと遅くに授業が行われているらしい。夜中にな。
That doesn't sound like a class, it sounds like a cult. That sounds more like an urban legend. I'm not falling for that.
だろうな。俺もマジで信じちゃいねえさ。ただ、そういう噂があるのは事実だ。
That first year had come running from the end of this corridor. If there's a midnight classroom, it would have been there.
伝説と考えるのが妥当だな。実際、募集もしてないのに生徒がいるはずもねえ。
Yeah, maybe the rumor is a way to try and like make it so that people see people coming up here at night, they won't worry. Is that really so? If there were students attending night classes without it being advertised. What? A hoarse voice reverberates through the hallway.
なんだ今のボイスは。
Let's go see. We dash over to where the voice seems to be coming from and reach the classroom. And I can feel an overwhelming presence on the other side of the door.
開けるぞ。
Yeah, let's witness this urban legend for ourselves.
せい！
Yoshino shoves the door open. We freeze in place. There's a lot of old men inside, too many for comfort, in fact. At least 40 strong. Their ages seem to be all over the place, ranging from around 25 to over 50. All of them glare at us through the open door. I can feel animosity in the air. Oh! Yoshino and I scramble to escape. I feel like I hear a hoarse and angry voice calling after us, telling us to wait. What's that?
ありゃ、超上級生。すなわち、超級生だ。留年を繰り返してついには最上級生さえも超え、未だに卒業証書を諦めていない卒業浪人だ。
That's insane! Right, that animosity I felt earlier was indeed something reminiscent of the jealousy and bitterness of those repeating a year.
噂はマジだった。この学校、やはり波じゃねえ。
I can't help but feel like the old men are still chasing us. The legendary super seniors do exist in Kazamatsuri Academy. Should I turn this into an article? Sure. I summarize the whole event into a simple report. I'll send it to Inoue once we escape. Alright, achievement unlocked. Terrifying an army old men. Okay. That was weird, but we'll go with it.
おかしい。
Yoshino stops walking. I have to agree with him. Yeah, we've been walking back for longer than we walked forward. Over an hour has passed. We could have walked back several times by now. I boot up Mappy app again. Maps never lie. Seriously? The results are disheartening, to say the least. A terrain information error. Map cannot be displayed properly. What the heck's going on? I closed the error window and checked the map that had caused it. It shows that we're heading back the way we came, but through different terrain. In other words, the path we followed to get here has changed into somewhere different.
さっきから見てるそいつは一体
It's Mappy, a navigational app. It maps the path you take. But it just bugged out saying that it's not the same terrain that we're walking back through, even though it's the same place geographically. Unless this corridor has physically overwritten the previous corridor somehow.
奇怪な話になってきやがったな。
Worse, it's starting to sound like quantum entanglement. Can't believe it. Not even technology could save us.
歩くしかねえか。
That's our only way.
どっちかといや、スピリットアウェイだろうよ。
What's that mean?
てめえで調べろ。
Rude. I check my phone's directory and find it means a unique manner. I feel kind of let down. Okay. God, this really is like never ending. Find something curious nearby. Wait, Yoshino.
断る。
Don't be a contrarian for no reason. It's not cool.
チェ、なんだ一体。
Look, I've never seen anything like this before.
どこだ。暗くて見えねえぞ。
Look at the floor. There's something weird on it. Yoshino narrows his eyes and finally sees it.
色が違っている部分があるようだが。変色か？
Nothing so simple. Do you feel the intense pressure coming from it?
プレッシャー？床からか。
He spends a few more moments looking at it, but then shakes his head.
てめえの言うことがわからねえ。あの色違いがどうだってんだ。
I thought someone with your blood-stained history would have been able to sense it.
ち、うぜえ言い回しはやめろ。結論を言え。
Yeah, what's going on here? I face Yoshino and give him a solemn nod. That's most likely a poisonous floor. Oh boy. He begins walking without me. Wait, I'm not messing around. I seriously think that's what it is.
そっちの方がスルーモンの痛さだ。
You don't want to step on it? Be careful.
なるかタコ。
Despite his words, he takes care not to step in the weirdly colored part of the floor. That pisses me off. Hey, you're avoiding it. You really think it's bullcrap how you prove it? Step on it.
俺はもともとこういうのは避ける男だ。
You liar. You just got scared after what I told you.
ビビるだと。
He stops.
抜かせ。俺が床ごときにビビるか。
You look pretty scared to me. Yoshino glares at the poisonous floor.
取るに足らねえ脅威だ。
Wait, Yoshino, the only way to prove whether it's poisonous or not is to step on it. I'll step on it before you do. I'll prove that I'm the better man.
だと。
You could just keep walking behind me while I stride forward confidently, fearing nothing. Extend my leg toward the poisonous floor.
待てこら。
He pushes me out of the way and steps on it first.
トップランを決めるのは俺だ。てめえがついてこい。
He boldly steps across the greenish floor.
見ろ。なんてことねえ。やわな仕事だぜ。こんなのにビビってるなんざ。
He gives me a gloating grin. However, Yoshino, there's something off about you.
ああ
The color is off.
床の色がおかしいからな。
No, I mean your face.
顔。
Your face is turning green. The fearsome green man has appeared in front of me. What's so scary about it is simply turning green. You'd normally think that, but pretty terrifying experience when it happens so suddenly. I'm scared. I'm terrified out of my wits, actually. I instinctively step back.
おお、俺の手が緑色に。
He begins noticing the change itself. At this point, all his skin is turned green.
どういうことだこりゃ。
Use your phone. There are apps that let you diagnose yourself.
これか。
Yoshino presses his phone sensor against his arm.
俺のパラメーターがポイズンになってやがるぞ。
Really? Oh, it was a poisonous floor after all. Unable to withstand the terror, I run away.
待ちやがれてめえ。
Stay away! You're gonna poison me too!
ふざけんな。てめえの言う通りにしてこうなったんだぞ。責任取れ。毒消しをよこせ。
I don't have one! I run while Yoshino chases after me.
ポイズンってなんだポイズンって。
I don't know. Stay away!
てめえが仕込んだんだろう。そうなんだろう。他にこんなこと考えられねえ。なら保険で毒消しだって用意してあるはずだ。そいつを渡せ。
I didn't do anything! Seriously, stay away! Go find a doctor or something!
歩くごとに体力が減ってやが
Like
る。
old school Pokemon poison. There's some sort of green sludge forming in the corners of Yoshino's mouth. It's obviously too late for him. Yoshino, just give up. It's too late. You'll die before we get to the hospital.
ふざけんな。
At least comfort death as yourself. Don't make that pitiful face. Make your last moments on Earth cool, like you've done with the rest of your life.
バカおめえ死ぬと決まったわけじゃ。
He coughs up something green. His green saliva hits the floor and it promptly turns into white smoke. This is so biohazard! That stuff coming from his mouth is without a doubt the same kind of poison. Mankind would be in peril if I let him outside in this state. Don't blame me for this, my friend. I take a fighting stance.
てめえその形本気の構えか。
Cannot let you any further, even if it cost me my life. The face of my comrades flash through my mind. I feel power welling up within me. I'll take you on with my true strength, Yoshino. I'm releasing all my chakra.
ラストバトルかよ。クソったれが。
Uah!
おー
Our fists fly past each other and... I get infected if I touch you! I dart away with all my strength.
この裏切り者が。
All I can think about is escaping. Which is why I didn't realize that as I ran from him, I stepped on a yellow patch of the floor. Ah! What the heck is this? I pull out my phone while shaking hands and check myself with the sensor. Mobile detect doctor application. A digital doctor appears on the screen, smiles at me and says, your current status is paralysis. Or paralyzed. Ugh, this is a paralysis tile!
そいつがてめえの運の尽きよ。
Yoshino draws closer.
俺と共に煉獄に落ちて悪魔と踊れ。
He steps on a paralysis tile with no hesitation.
うぎゃ
I never realized he was that dumb. Or maybe the poison has gotten to his brain already. We continue being shocked over and over again. Luckily, the paralysis effect goes away after some time. We instantly jump away to the regular floor. I glance at Yoshino and notice his skin's back to normal color too. That must have only been temporary elements. Are you alright, my dear friend? I was worried about you. I hurry to his side.
嘘つくんじゃねえ。
What? He punches me just like that. It takes some apologizing, but we eventually are able to continue our adventure. Yoshino, look, that wall's green.
おお
He jumps away from it like it's on fire. Seems like the previous experience has traumatized him. That was a thing. Let's talk.
ああ
We've been walking around a really long time. An hour, maybe 2, or maybe even longer. I don't even feel like looking at the clock. I've already observed enough aberrations in one lifetime. I'm gonna choke if I continue to walk in silence. Entertain me with some stimulating small talk, Yoshino.
息が詰まって死にゃいい。楽になるぜ。
Aren't you worried? We've been spirited away, most likely by some malignant supernatural being, and we've got no means of getting back.
仮にそうだろうが、俺個人の問題だな。関係ねえよ。死んでも呼ぶか。
I have to change the subject. What do you think of our class?
だと
He glares at me with a furious look in his eyes. Well, what's wrong with you? I'm just asking a random question. I possess the ability to sense murderous intent through the waves of people naturally emanate. You just made me flinch. The enemy might discover us if you don't learn how to control yourself.
クラスの連中がどうだ。
No, I'm just wondering what you think about everyone. I mean, I've never seen you talk with anyone besides me.
そいつは連中を差別する意図の発言か。
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I just think they're a bit childish. Not in a bad way, though. It's just like, I don't get easily excited as everyone else, you know?
てめえ
His anger suddenly flares up again. His hand shoots forward and seizes me by the collar. Hey, what the heck? You're scaring me. I don't understand the reason for this violence.
黙れよ恩知らず野郎。
Excuse me?
あいつらはそりゃガキっぽいところもあるだろうさ。ガキなんだから当然だ。だがよ、てめえだけはそいつを指摘しちゃいけないんじゃないのか。
Wait, I think I get what you mean, but I more or less get along with all of them. I'm not trying to talk behind their backs or anything. I just thought I always end up hesitating to join in. Like there's a wall between me or something. The animosity in his eyes doesn't wane. What's up with this over-the-top reaction? Don't get all worked up out of nowhere. Jeez. You're angry because I made it sound like I wanted to badmouth their class despite being friendly with them all the time, right? I'd never do that.
そっちの事情なんざ知らねえ。どう言い繕ったとしても、そいつは見下しだぜクソが。
But it's true that they're childish. You even said so.
ジータを皇帝に分けといて、差別がないとは恐れ入る。俺に言わせりゃ天王寺、貴様の方がガキだな。
So this is where you're gonna start saying my name again? That kinda hurts a little.
そのチャラついた態度、心底ムカつく。 どう勘違いしてるか知らないがな。俺に差別やろうとつるむつもりはねえ。
Interesting.
一人で存分に高いところに飛んでいけよ。風船頭。
He shoves me away. Did he just call me a balloon head? That kind of pisses me off. Quit being so serious all the time.
気に食わねえ奴が目の前にいるからだ。そのうち決着もつける。覚悟しとけ。
Interesting. So there's a lot more going on under the surface than I thought. Is that how much he hates my easygoing attitude? How exactly am I supposed to act? No one can behave perfectly all the time. They just go through the motions as best they can manage. It's not like I'm happy with myself either.
ヘラヘラしやがって。偽物野郎が。
And what the heck's wrong with me messing around?
ああ
He draws his face closer to mine. We enter into a staring match straight out of a delinquent manga. When did you join the disciplinary committee exactly?
ほざけ
I have a question. Will it make you feel better if I treat you with the utmost seriousness and professionalism?
うるせえ
Enough of your barking, you sorry mutt.
言葉に気をつけろ。俺もいつまでも優しいつもりはないぜ。
If you were the real deal, you'd have beat me up already. All you ever do is act the part of an edgy thug. How the heck are you less of a fake than me? I sensed a different emotion from him this time. I might have gone too far. I talk with you because I'm bored. If I'm lightly poking fun at you, well, that's just an old habit of mine. I've never genuinely mocked you, Yoshino. That's just how I talk to everyone. Our class is full of good people. I respect them all. Maybe they aren't even wearing any masks. I don't know. But you and I, we stick out. We're not part of their group, and you're at least aware of that, aren't you? Don't project your arrogance onto me, okay? Crap. I got too worked up and I couldn't control myself. My words made a facade melt like butter. Hey, Yoshino, don't you think you're a bit too self-centered?
上等ゲリラライブって気分じゃねえが。てめえの血で染めるってのはギグとしちゃ悪かねえ。
Oh, so you're serious now? Yoshino takes on a fighting stance. He's serious. This could get pretty violent. We're about to make the final step. It doesn't look like apologizing would do much good at this point. But if I have to fight him, how are we going to settle this? The stage is set for a battle.
てめえのリアル引きずり出してやる。Take this!
He swings his fist at me. Amateur move. The attack comes at me like an arrow traveling at an incredible speed, but I turn my body to dodge, causing it to miss by a hair.
何あのタイミングでかわしただと。
Yoshino probably expected me to take me down with his first attack, so he sounds surprised I dodged it.
今まで誰も避けたことがねえ。俺のマッハナックルよ。
What's wrong? Is that all you got?
何
You won't even be able to scratch me with an attack like that.
ほざくなよ。
Yoshino tightens his arm and shifts his fist into a fighting position. A boxing stance. From within the seamless fighting stance, I spot a glint in his eye. Ah, seems I can't underestimate him. Oddly enough, I'm also in a boxing stance. Come at me. Slightly bends his knee and seems to almost glide towards me as he immediately closes the distance between us. He's fast. Oh. Because it's animated and everything. This is a miracle in the history of boxing. Boxing, one of the oldest forms of martial arts. It was founded in a region of modern-day Ethiopia occupies and has been refined over the last 10,000 years. The result of those 10,000 years of evolution is this killing power traveling at subsonic speed that is about to connect with my jaw. It will take only 0.1 seconds for the beast of a fist to be unleashed and devour me. That's just about how much attack speed it has. It would normally be difficult to visualize the speed of his fist, but an impressive and forceful punch, but that's all it is. In the 5 seconds it took for me to finish saying that, I twisted my body and let his high-speed fist blast me. Wait, what? Are they actually having a conversation during this fight? That force propels Yoshino behind me. We turn around and once again face each other. I completely dodged his attack. I was confident of this. However... What the? There's a trickle of blood on my cheek. A clean cut. This from his fist?
マッハナックルコンマゼロは強き風をまとう。
What is this anime bullcrap?
当たらなくともダメージを与えることが可能だ。
Fearless smile is plastered on his face. Interesting. Very interesting, Yoshino. Now I'm getting excited. If it's him, I can definitely let loose.
だが こいつまでかわすとは驚きだぜ。てめえを見くびっていたようだ。
Same here. Didn't think you were this skilled with your fists. This time, it's my turn to make a move.
おう
Secret fist technique, Murasama! My left fist flies off at the speed of surpassing Yoshino's technique, grazing his chin.
なんだとなんてスピードだ
But notice we're not actually activating our ability right now. Yoshino's superhuman vision and reflexes prevent my attack from completely landing. The fastest attack in boxing, the jab. The technique that's normally used to check, but my jab has the power of a heavyweight boxer straight and the accuracy of a first-class sniper. Since it's a jab, I can attack repeatedly with machine gun-like speed. Now then, how long can you continue dodging?
かわせねえだろうな。
Oh?
だが、たとえ何千発もらったとしても、俺はてめえをぶっ倒す
Interesting. Let's see if you try then. I feel like we're in Yakuza again. Yoshino and I fight to the death while instantaneously moving behind one another, forming after images even after unlocking forbidden techniques. Which would have been great, but that's all just one of my delusions running rampant. In reality, this is what happened. Okay.
くそ
Ah, you!
だよ
Go to hell!
だ
Come on, what's wrong? I'm listening!
選択
Ah! We flail and land a clean hit on each other. The whole thing dissolves into awkward wrestling in a matter of seconds. All we can do in this position is push, drag, and curse at each other. In short, it's a very realistic fight. Ah! He pulls my hair.
てめえ
I dig my nails into his face. You went for the hair! You made this into a cat fight! Let go of me!
てめえが鼻パン
Ha! With both his hands busy, I begin knuckling each other at point-blank range. We don't have enough space to cause actual damage, but it still hurts. Just pisses us off even further. Ah, it hurts really bad, you stupid!
せえよ死ね俺
We continue wrestling like deranged animals. We crash into the right wall and then turn it into a left. Ah! We can't even communicate anymore. But our fighting spirit alone still burns hot as we move in tandem through the corridor, almost like we're dancing. And when we're finally hit another wall... Did we fall down the stairs? We crash through a door, falling into the room beyond. And as we crash into a new area, we stop grappling and roll apart. Ah! Oh my gosh! Huh? I turn in response to a familiar voice. What the? Akane sits cross-legged on her desk, helping herself to a cup of ice cream. This is pretty cute. But that's where we're going to end for today. This has been a longer episode, but like, hey, so we found her. So did we, in our fight, go back to the normal reality and just happen upon this scene? But again, it's also nighttime now. So, like, what's going on? Does she know about this world somehow? I don't know. I'm just confused, all right? I'm just confused. But I'm excited. This has been a fun adventure. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed that. I have a lot more questions than answers, but hey, I'll go for it. I wonder if this is why... Yeah, this is interesting. I'm curious to see how this plays out. So I'm excited for next week's episode. I hope you guys are as well. Thank you especially to the patrons to help make it possible for me to have more content like this on the channel, but also thank you to anyone who's watching this. I hope you're enjoying this adventure as much as I am. My gosh, it's been fun. So thank you so much, and I hope to continue to make good content, stuff that keeps you coming back for more. And as we go on into the next year, we'll continue making stuff that keeps you coming back again and again. So thank you so much, and until next video watching me, if you see me in next, I'll see you there.